Hello, I'm Ashley Bender, Executive Director at United Way Manitowoc County. I would like to take just a few minutes to fill you in on the work that United Way has been doing over the last month. As some of you know, we have a diversity and inclusion statement that lives on our website. That statement is just a statement, and we recognize that action needs to follow and be behind that statement. We are currently taking a look at what our capacity is and what is needed in the community, what role United Way will play as we talk about racial inequality and discrimination. Our current efforts include working with the Lakeshore Continuum of Care, which we are members of, to help bring tools and resources that will help deepen the conversations and take a look at what work needs to be done in Manitowoc County. Additionally, we are taking a look at professional development opportunities and getting involved in education for ourselves, for the board, for the staff, as much as we possibly can, and where it makes the most sense for us as well. If you have ideas or suggestions as to what you would expect from your United Way when it comes to racial inequalities and discrimination, we would love to hear from you. Please feel free to reach out to us via email or call the office directly. Additionally, I wanted to provide just a brief update on our COVID-19 Basic Needs Relief Fund. As you know, we've rolled out awards for Phase 1, which is focused on immediate response, meeting basic critical needs for those that were affected by the pandemic. In Phase 2, we rolled out additional funds. This was focused on recovery, helping to make sure that the nonprofits in our community had access to funds that would be used to sustain the good work that they do, making sure programs stay in the community that will help the community get through the pandemic and recover from the crisis we're currently in. So during Phase 2, we rolled out grants to 11 nonprofits, and that total came to just over $53,000. In addition to the grants, we are also working to help secure masks and a hand sanitizer for the nonprofits. Our COVID-19 Basic Needs Relief Fund, we're doing additional work and moving forward in the other areas United Way is standing behind and fighting for. Those areas include volunteer engagement, youth social and emotional well-being, and our early childhood connections and literacy work. Underneath our youth social and emotional well-being and our early childhood and connections work, we are currently listening to the community, staying connected with our partners to get an understanding of what is happening to that landscape, as these two areas have been significantly and uniquely impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic and the safer at home orders that have been put in place. We look forward to learning more and rolling out some announcements as to how we're going to get involved, stand behind the issue, and support the work that needs to be done now that things have been shuffled around and have to be adjusted due to the pandemic. Those needs look very different now than what they had been. Issues with kiddos, making sure that they stay on track for healthy education, and for our youth to make sure that their social and emotional development stays on track as well. And the connections with their community, the connections with healthy adults in their lives. Those are all things that have been impacted, and it may not be as obvious to us today as to how that is impacting our kids negatively. So if we can get ahead of the game and we can take a look at how do we deal with that and support those kids and make sure that they stay resilient and get through this is going to be important. So we're listening and learning and look forward to moving forward in those areas. Our volunteer engagement efforts, we have been making amazing progress with our volunteer center, as well as holding a couple of events that are bringing folks together to get work done in meaningful ways. On June 19th, we held our annual Day of Action, where businesses, nonprofits, individuals, and groups came together to get their hands dirty, do some work in person, do some virtual work. It was an amazing mix of things that came together and tackled some stuff on behalf of the community. One piece that I wanted to share with you is that we put together 400 literacy and financial literacy kits. These kits are designed for kids and will help them further their skills around reading as well as financial literacy. We look forward to rolling out those kits and getting them into the hands of those kiddos in the coming months. Additionally, there are always new and exciting volunteer opportunities on the Volunteers Connection Center website. So please go check those out. There's a nice mix that is constantly moving through that and made available for you. If you're looking for something to do in person at a nonprofit organization, if you're looking for something to do at home, something to do with your family, please go check those out and sign up for something today.